Hey, what's up guys, it's Reprisal now, and today's video is just basically going to be explaining what League Play is and how it works, because it's a new feature and a lot of you probably don't know how it works or what it's about. Basically it's online game modes exactly like it would be in multiplayer. You unlock all the weapons at the start. You don't level up any ranks or anything. This doesn't count as XP or anything like that, but it's more competitive. And what that means is after your 5 placement matches, which everyone has to do, and I'll get on to why in a minute, you'll be put in a league, and I think the leagues have like between 150 to 200 people, and you fight, as it were, with people in the similar league level as you, and you get points for winning, and points for and you lose points if you lose. So what that means is that people are going to be trying to win as many games as they can. They're not going to do KD or anything like that, so they can get a lot of points, so they can go up the ladders or the leagues quite easily, and that's called laddering, but I'll get onto that in a minute. Now, the way it works is, depending on whether you win, your matchmaking value or ranking will go up, and if you lose, it will go down. Now, depending on how high that is, depends on what league you go in. And at the moment, I think there are about 5, maybe 6 leagues, something like that. But it's trial version at the moment until the 1st of December, when the actual main leagues open. So at the moment, it's just like a trial thing, so a lot of this could change. But at the moment, there are, I think, 5 leagues, and I'm not sure what they are. I know what the first 4 are, but I'm not sure what the 5th one is because I'm not in that one. I'm in the 4th one. So the worst level is bronze, then it's silver, then it's gold, then it's platinum. And I've seen someone in a league above me, but I don't know what that's called at the moment, so I'm sorry about that. And as you win games, like I said, you get a better value, matchmaking value, and it means that you'll be put on against players that are harder to beat. And if you beat them, the value will keep going up, and once it's gone up a certain amount and it goes above a certain threshold, you'll be promoted into the next league, unless of course you're in the top league. So that's why it's really competitive. Now, I think it works in the same way as StarCraft 2 does, because that is another game made by Activision Blizzard. Well, Blizzard, obviously now it's Activision Blizzard, and that's an RTS, and that the main purpose of that game is the multiplayer, which is all to do with leagues, and it's very competitive. And that's how I think this works. So really, if you want to be going up leagues, you're going to be wanting to win games. You want to be doing the objective, you want to be doing covering fire. There are multiple ways you can do this. You can do it on your own, or you can do it in a pre-made team, and I think you all then share the same value whenever you go into that same team again, so that's pretty good. But a lot of teamwork is necessary. But there's a lot of bugs with it at the moment. Like, for example, people can leave the game, and if you leave the game a certain number of times, you get put on probation. Sorry about my voice there, which means you get like a 5-minute suspension or whatever, so you can't actually join any more league games, which is good. But it also means that when you leave games, you lose points, and it also just basically screws over the rest of your teammates. Like if you're playing, I don't know, 6v6 domination, and then half of your team leaves, so now it's actually just 6v3, and then people leave again because they just get bored, and this becomes 6v2, and then you lose points for that. Another thing, if you lose connection, like if it gets error, lost connection to the host, and you get kicked out, you lose points for that as well. That counts as a loss, and it counts as you leaving the game. So what that means is that you can be put on probation from that as well, which kind of sucks. And winning games, when you are like, if it's 6v6, you can win 150 points, but I think if you win too easily, you get less points, and if there's less people in the game, you win less points. And I think sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you lose quite badly, and there's only like 2 of you in there, you lose less points. But if you lose quite closely, and there's say 6v3, you still lose like the full 150 points, which is quite annoying because it's quite hard to get back, especially if you're winning games and you're only getting 30 points back. So this is a really good feature at the moment. The different types of leagues there are, because you can play different modes. There is Mosh Pit, which is just like what I'm playing at the moment, and that's 6v6, and that's just random objective based games. So if you've got Team Deathmatch, you've got Kill Confirmed, Capture the Flag, you've got Domination and Hardpoint. I think those are the games, and the others are Champion, I think, which is 4v4, and that's like the same sort of thing. Now, split screen isn't allowed in league play because it's to do with your matchmaking value, and if you have a split screen partner, it just makes it a whole lot harder to work out. So split screen isn't allowed. Now, championship play is a lot more strict. You've got no tactical insertions and stuff, and that's like proper MLG rules, and they should be doing more leagues soon, I think, after the trial, for the even better players. So this will be the top players in the world will be battling it out, which is pretty cool. Hopefully they'll introduce some rewards in this as well, like they did for like the elite competitions. At the moment, because the season hasn't finished, we're not sure what happens, but hopefully they might do competitions and stuff like they do for StarCraft invitationals, which would be pretty cool. Obviously that would be just for the best people, like the top 64 in the world, something like that. But hopefully it's just something for people to aim for, and this is all I've been doing really, to be honest. It's just because I find it much more enjoyable. I'm a competitive player, and it's a lot more interesting and better for me to be doing this rather than just leveling up and then prestiging, because it's more of a challenge. Like, the games are closer because you're playing with people who are to do with your level. However, it can be quite annoying, if you've got bad people on your team and you're playing on solo. They're just going to affect your matchmaking value. So it just really depends on your playstyle. If you like working as a team, I suggest going in as pre-made, get some mates, or go online on a forum or something like that and find a 6v6 team. But if you prefer playing on your own, you're going to have to do more of the objective stuff yourself, because you can't rely on these other people who you don't know, who you're not communicating with, who may even be foreign. They may have just been carried through the other game, so they may not be very good. Like I've seen a couple of times now, I'm in Platinum, like I said, which is towards the top leagues, and people are there and they're doing like 2 to 17 in Team Deathmatch, which really isn't good for your team. They're just basically feeding the enemy, and that's not really good for you. So it's a lot of stuff that they need to work out to do with the laddering and the points, but to be honest, I think it's a good feature. Now, this is my second placement match. Like I said, I'm doing the first 5 placement matches, and it's going pretty well. I do lose this game. I did win the first one, and I've worked out now that I did get put in gold, but I won the next couple of games after that, and then I got promoted because obviously my matchmaking value was high enough or close enough to the platinum level, but not close enough to start off with from my placement matches. So I was put into gold. With the extra wins that I then got put up into platinum. Now, when you get promoted, you do not keep all of your points. You keep some of them. I think it's like a percentage. Like I had, I think, maybe 750 or so points when I got promoted, and I only kept 300 into the next league. So you don't actually keep all of your points, but you get some of them, so you've got a pretty good start off in the next league at the moment. And at the moment I am 4th, I think, in mine. I have been first a couple of times, but losing games does take a lot of points off. I've got like 1,700 points or something like that, and losing a game takes off 150, and if you win, you can only get 30, so it's quite hard to get it back. So thanks for watching. Please like if you like this video, comment if you have any questions I can answer, or just send me a message through YouTube or Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Reprisal Now / YouTube, as you can see from the kill feed. So thanks for watching.